Whispers from the wilderness, Bigfoot and the pioneers, the American frontier, a land of vast forests, towering mountains and untamed wilderness. It was a place of both immense beauty and great danger. Pioneers braved harsh conditions to carve out a new life. They faced wild animals, unforgiving weather, and the unknown. But there were whispers of something else lurking in the shadows, something big, something hairy, something unknown. For generations, stories have been told of a creature that roamed the frontier, a creature the Native Americans called Sasquatch, a creature we know today as Bigfoot. These stories, passed down through generations, tell of a being that was both feared and respected. Some say Bigfoot was a protector of the forest, others say it was a harbinger of danger. Whatever the truth, one thing is certain: the legend of Bigfoot is deeply intertwined with the history of the American frontier. Could these stories be more than just legend? Could Bigfoot have played a role in the settling of the American West? Let's delve into the heart of the mystery and explore the intriguing possibility that Bigfoot might have been more than a myth to the pioneers. Guardians of the forest. Why rangers believe. Park rangers are the guardians of our national parks and forests. They spend their lives in the wilderness. They learn its secrets. They know its rhythms. And some rangers say they know about Bigfoot too. These rangers don't dismiss the stories as mere folklore. They've seen the footprints, they've heard the howls, they've felt the presence of something watching them from the trees. Why do these rangers believe? Many grew up hearing the tales. These stories were passed down from their parents and grandparents. They learned to respect the wilderness and all its creatures, seen and unseen. But it's more than just stories. Rangers point to the sheer number of sightings. Reports come from all over the country. Many are from experienced outdoorsmen and women, people who know the difference between a bear and a Bigfoot. These rangers believe that Bigfoot is real, and they believe the creature may have played a role in helping the pioneers settle the American frontier. Tales from the trails. Encounters with the unknown. One ranger, let's call him Jim, tells a story passed down through his family for generations. His great-great-grandfather was a scout for a wagon train heading west. One night, they made camp near a dense forest. The horses were restless. The men felt uneasy. Then, they heard it. A high-pitched cry echoed through the trees. The horses whinnied and pulled at their tethers. The men grabbed their rifles. They knew that sound wasn't made by any animal they'd encountered before. Suddenly, a large, hairy figure emerged from the trees. It was tall, at least 8 feet, and covered in dark hair. It moved with surprising agility. The men raised their rifles, but the creature simply stared at them. Then it turned and disappeared back into the forest. The next morning, the scout noticed something strange. The tracks of the creature led away from their camp. And more surprisingly, they found the tracks of a group of Native Americans following close behind. It was as if the creature had warned them of danger. This story is just one of many. Rangers across the country share similar tales. Tales of encounters with a large, hairy creature. A creature that seems to exist on the fringes of our perception. Section 4. Whispered warnings and helping hands, Bigfoot's legacy on the frontier. These stories paint a fascinating picture. Could Bigfoot have been more than just a creature of the forest? Could it have been a protector, watching over the pioneers as they journeyed west? Some stories suggest exactly that. There are tales of Bigfoot leading lost travelers to safety, of warning settlers of approaching danger, of even leaving gifts of food for those in need. One tale speaks of a group of pioneers caught in a blizzard. They were lost and freezing with no hope of rescue. Suddenly they saw a large figure approaching through the snow. It was Bigfoot. The creature led them to a cave sheltered from the storm. They survived the night thanks to the creature's guidance. Was it a coincidence? Or was it something more? These stories, passed down through generations, suggest a complex relationship between Bigfoot and the pioneers. A relationship built on respect, caution, and perhaps even a touch of gratitude. Section 5. The enduring mystery echoes in the ancient forests. The American frontier may be long settled, but the mystery of Bigfoot remains. Is it a real creature, a figment of our imagination, or something in between? The stories persist. Sightings continue to be reported. And the debate rages on. What is it about this creature that continues to fascinate us? Perhaps it's the thrill of the unknown, the possibility that something wild and untamed still exists in our world. Maybe it's the reminder that we don't have all the answers, that there are still mysteries out there waiting to be solved. Or perhaps, just perhaps, there's something more to the stories. Something that speaks to a deeper connection between humanity and the natural world. Section 6. Bigfoot, a bridge between cultures. The stories of Bigfoot are not unique to European settlers. Native American tribes have been telling tales of similar creatures for centuries. They call it Sasquatch, Skookum, or Stiaha, depending on the tribe and location. These stories often portray Bigfoot as a guardian of the forest, a being of immense power and wisdom. Could it be that Bigfoot served as a bridge between cultures, a common ground between the Native Americans and the newcomers? Perhaps the stories of Bigfoot's help were a way for the two groups to find common ground, to share their knowledge and respect for the land. In a time of conflict and misunderstanding, Bigfoot might have represented something that both sides could believe in. Section 7. The search continues. The mystery of Bigfoot continues to capture our imaginations. Researchers search for evidence, enthusiasts share their stories, and the legend lives on. Whether you believe in Bigfoot or not, there's no denying the power of these stories. They offer a glimpse into a time when the world felt wilder, more mysterious. They remind us that there are still wonders to be discovered, right here